Hello there everybody, welcome back to another Train Sim World 5 video. You join us again on the revamped Koln Aachen Timetable, and we're going to be driving the FlixTrain today from Koln over to Aachen. So let's hop in. I've actually already got it all set up, so we are actually ready to go. Let's get the doors shut, so doors close, set that to 40. I think you have to confirm it on this one as well, don't you? Confirm set speed. Are the doors closing? Yep, doors are closing. Let's get the brakes off. There you go, do that. And let's get going. And we are non-stop as well. So, what was that on there? What's that? Was that train line power? There you go, that's on now. Right, come on then. Let's move. Here's the FlixTrain, which is from the Taubahn. And the headlights do look a bit funny on it, as it's a newer train on an old route. Off we go. And that signal glare mod I've got for UK stuff also appears to be for German stuff as well. Not sure if it would be that bright, but off we go. Hopefully audio is okay. I'm just going to double check that now. Yeah, oh hello, there's Sifa. Appears to be okay. As we make our way out of Koln, or Cologne, however you want to say it. There's an ICE3. And I think that 70 also does that. Well, I think it is the same speed for us as well. So we'll speed up. So we went for the back of the train to pass the board. Right, let's get that up to 70. Oh, we can go up to, oh, 80 there. Okay, we'll wait a little bit longer. Yeah, alright, there we go. And we've got all of the all of the required DLC now, so we will also see the Regional Express. We will see the main Spessartbahn stuff. Yeah, pretty cool that we can run it on another route though. As the FlixTrain without the Koln Aachen timetable, you can only run it on the Taubahn. So it's quite nice that we can run it elsewhere now. And I assume LZB should kick in quite soon and take control for us. I wonder what speed we're going to get up to as well. What is the top speed of this one? 200. Right, let's back that to that. That can go to max, confirm. Right, there you go. So the train is now controlling itself. All we got to do is press CIFA constantly. And again, this is only on PC at the moment, the Koln Aachen timetable. Well, I'm sure soon enough it will be on console. I don't think it will be too long. Yeah, CIFA, yeah, there we go. Should see the little spike go up in a second, the little needle. Hang on, have we not confirmed it? There you go. Let's press the confirm button again for it to get moving. There you go, so we're now under LZB. Which this was actually, this was the first route with LZB. So it was quite sort of like cool first playing on this route and having the sort of train controlling itself. It was like, what am I doing? What's it doing? Let's quickly check the audio. Yeah, it should be okay. let's whiz ahead actually. I'm sort of expecting Seafer to go off and then we're going to get emergency braked. Quick, Q. Oh my god, I didn't think it did it there for a second. Cool. And I believe the Koln Aachen revamped timetable is also by Joe Burgess, who sort of kick-started busy, great timetables for TSW. Sort of Brighton Mainline was a Joe Burgess timetable. Hamburg-Lübeck, also a Joe Burgess timetable. All sort of busy routes. Busy, lots of AI. Oh, we're actually about to be slowed down by the by LZB. Oh no, there you go. Must be something ahead of us. So it thought about slowing down there. The little G popped up. So yeah, this is the fast and easy part of the route. Once we get to Durham, you then have to actually do something. Oh yeah, G's come up again, so it's thinking about slowing us down. See, we're sort of losing the power now. So it must be something not that far ahead. Well, 4 kilometres ahead. There's a freight train there coming to the little sort of middle track or little side in there. This is Horem station coming up. Oh no, not just yet. No, a bit further ahead. Jumped the gun a bit there. They're really slowing us down. Wow, look at that. They're really coming down. No, it's going up again now. See, there we go. No, our REM station's still quite a way away. Getting ahead of ourselves. So I think this is like, well, I think that's like the last Koln station. There's a couple more, then it's Horem. It almost seemed like we were there already, but no. So speeding back up, and it's slowing back down now. So there's potentially a red light in about 2,200 metres. Oh no, it's gone up now, 4,000 metres, so we can now speed up again. It's quite cool sort of watching to see what the LZB does. Which the LZB is the little cable there in the middle of the track, sort of within the forefoot. That's the LZB cable. Well, I think LZB in Germany is actually being replaced by the ETCS system, the European Train Control System, gradually. How's it running as well? 60 FPS, good. Yeah, Horem's on the approach now. C4 again, yeah, alright. No, it's a busy old time. You're sort of constantly following stuff. It's like when we did our first run on it in the IC1, we ended up following the freight trains, which sort of hampered the journey a bit. And you may notice graphically it does look a bit weird. This is one of the old TSW routes, so it's got the old lighting, old vegetation, so it doesn't look that great anymore. It looks okay, but not great. Oh yeah, this route is coming up on 5 years old, so it's not one of the oldest routes, but you know, it's getting on a bit. Yeah, this is Horem now coming up. So I wonder if we'll see something in the platform here. There is something there, so that might have been what we were following. It looks like we got greens now for 7,000 meters. Yeah, so we probably were following this talent service here, which would only be able to get up to 160. So overtaking that. Let's go in photo mode quickly. Oh, look at that spark at the same time, brilliant. Now how do we get the... oh, I forgot, how do we get the... reset, there we go. Now we get the little grid coming up, or the little options, settings. Well, that's quite cool actually. Look, you've got the 422 there and the 442 in that shot. Do we bring the field of view out a bit? Let's get one like that. That's quite nice having those other trains in there, sort of showing the busyness of it. Another one. Yeah. Oh, hello. Whoa. Let's get back in. It's gone under the world. ICE3. And I think you can see ICET AI as well on here. I don't think there's any drivable ICET services though. But you can see it as AI. So we're going at 200 kilometers an hour, sort of the top speed of the Vectron. And I think some of them actually go faster than this. There's like a special type of them, which I think go up to like 230. But our one's 200. So quite impressive locomotives. Yeah, alright, there we go. And I think there's also now like a dual mode Vectron as well, which is electric and diesel. Yeah, sort of proper modern locomotives though. Yeah, sit back, relax, and just enjoy the journey. I've done a fair bit of driving on TSW this morning, so this is quite a chilled out one. Sort of just, yeah, letting the train do the work for a bit, and then we've got to take over. Which again, I think to go from LZB to PZB, I don't think you have to turn I literally always ask this question. I don't think you have to turn AFB off. Just put it down to 160, and then we should be okay. As from Durham, it goes back to PZB. So basically, we have to drive the train. $199. Cool. Yeah, Seafair. $199. Sort of this is it's one of those parts of the route. It's just literally a straight line. There's not really much scenery. There's not much going on. It doesn't really feel like there's much going on at the moment. Yeah, Seafair. That's once we get to Durham, that's where we can start doing stuff. Which Durham, well, I don't think it's much further now. And I think once we get to Aachen, we then have to pop it into the sidings as well. You see, you have got the front lights on, but they don't really work because this is an old route. It's like when you look at the DBBR 6, is it the 642 or 648? The lights on there are really, really bright. Whereas on this one, they're really, really dim. Like, yeah, the sort of the new trains on old routes are just a bit funny. Lots of different crazy things happen. Yeah, see that, there we go. Looking forward to taking back control of the train. See, after about 10 minutes of LZB, it's just like, come on, I want to do something now. That's why that Castle Versberg route is quite fun to begin with, you know, doing it a few times, but then after that it's just like, I'm not doing anything. Which is the longest, yeah, was it the longest route in 116 miles or something like that? But the train basically drives itself, you just sit there and watch it. So yeah, the first few times it's like, wow, this is cool, but then after that it's just like, oh, it's getting a bit boring now. Then another route is Munich to Augsburg. That's got LZB on there as well, for a fair chunk of it. Well, the train just here drives itself. Which I suppose you could, well, you could drive the train manually, but then you'd only be able to go up to 160, which of course wouldn't really be ideal. There's another 422. No, hang on, not 422. They 423. Yeah, 423's on here. Yeah, 423's on here. Although as part of the like proper default timetable, you did have 422s on here. Right, so the train should start slowing itself down when I come up on Durham. Or have you got some 422s on here still? Yeah, Seafert. So now at 160, you should get the LZB end pop up in a minute. Well, any second now it should flash up saying get ready. There we go. Click that. Yeah, LZB end. Press it a few times. Pop the power down. Put the LZB down as well. So it should. Yeah. We're now about to go on to PZB mode. There we go. There you go. Now PZB. So we'll put AFB back on. As I don't know why I turned it off, but I don't know. Let's put that back on. Out of habit. Although I don't think you actually do need to, but let's put it up to 160. Confirm that. There we go. As we continue our way along. So I think the next speed drop is at Eichweiler, where it comes down to, is it 120? Drops down quite a bit there. There we are, good old FlixTrain. Again, nice to run it on another route outside of Kinzigtalbahn. As yeah, the FlixTrain was part of the deluxe edition, but you can now buy it separately. So we got the abandoned station coming up, then Langerwehr, and then Eichweiler. And at Eichweiler we slow down a bit. But I'd like to think I know this route fairly well, as it has been out, yeah, almost 5 years. We've had it since day one. And Train Sim Mod 2 first released, I remember being up at midnight, downloading it, getting up at I think about 2 AM and then streaming it until 6 AM or something like that in the morning. It's like the first time I sort of been cheeky and stayed up most of the night. Yeah, I think I played Bakerloo line first, of course. Then Koln Aachen, and then like a tiny bit of Sandpatch Grade at the end. Because I mean, yeah, Bakerloo line, Koln Aachen, and a Sandpatch Grade. Who wants to play Sandpatch Grade? Out of those three lineup, or out of that lineup of routes. So this is Langaware Station, so I think you can see, is it 642 or 648? Which we should say. There's one of the regional express services with the 146. So we didn't see that in the first look video. But now I've got mains best up arm. So thanks to Dovetail for sorting that. Yeah, was it the 642? I always forget 642, 648. Yeah, 642. Here comes that a light running in 185. Yeah, a light loco run there. Lots of different services on here to do. Yeah, Seafair. Yeah, so it won't be too far off Eichweiler, so we sort of, well, not soonish. I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself again. Soonish we should start seeing warning boards. And yeah, we'll go through sort of the abandoned station. Yeah, then Eichweiler, Stolberg, Eilendorf. And then it's, oh, then you've got another, there's another Aachen one, Aachen something. And then Aachen itself. Yeah, Seafair, yeah, there we go. I'm seeing lots of weird things happening as it's an old route, lots of like things loading in and showing its age a bit. Well, there's still a really good route, and with this timetable makes it even better. And of course, lots of look at that. Look at the little things loading in there. Weird. It's like the vegetation loading in. Yeah, Seafair, yeah. Unless that's potentially one of the mods I've got, like one of the UK ones, which is somehow coming across to this. But I wouldn't think so. Right, 120. Hang on. What about, oh, what did I? Oh, blimmin' pressed. Hang on. I pressed the wrong button there. What did I press? I pressed S, which meant we went into neutral, which of course is not what you're meant to do. That's annoying. What was it? Oh, yeah, R's AFB. Hang on. I'm getting mixed up with my controls now. Right, you go off. Yeah, you go off. Yeah, slight mix up of controls there. Right, hang on. You go like that. That's the AFB, so whack that to that. Is that even on? Right, now let's just forget about the AFB. That goes like that. Yeah, that's fine as it is. Right, now go. Yeah, slight mix-up of the controls. I pressed S instead of... Well, was probably meant to press F. I want that to... Can we turn that off in some way? Right, we'll just leave that as it is. Sorry, passengers. The driver basically got confused about the controls there for a second on his keyboard. Yeah, try not to do that. I probably should try and plug in my PlayStation controller and use that. It's like I keep want to press E for like on the UK stuff for DSD, but it's not. It's not E. It's Q. You got to press for it, which has almost caught us out already. Yeah, let's roll without AFB for the time being. So 120. And I think it comes down even further. Nice. Yeah, I do like the German stuff though. The German stuff is just so good because I've said it so many times, but if you own like the Hamburg route or the Main-Talbahn, yeah, they all of the routes sort of work together. Like trains from that route will go onto that route, trains from that route to go onto that route. All those like substitutions, layers. There's just so much, yeah, substitution and layers available on German routes. Like at sort of the next level over UK stuff, which doesn't have that many layers. This is the BR stuff. They're coming up on Stolberg. They're sort of the German JNA equivalents. VTG wagons. Hey, look at the platform number. Oh, hang on. Is that one? Why is that a one coach over there? That can't be right. Let's kind of have a look. Why is that one coach? Oh, just sort of left there. There's a double 642 there. Yeah, platform 43. This is 43, 44, and over here you've got 1 and 2. Brilliant. Yeah, the German numbering system is interesting. We got Eilendorf up next, which does actually now have services stopping at it. That's before no train stopped at Eilendorf. I believe it's 140 this bit as well. What's this coming on? Oh, there's a 101, like my favourite German locomotive. Especially the expert one, that's good. Let's speed it up. Yeah, if we look on the map now, Eilendorf, you can see it actually does have trains stopping there. Yeah, was that every hour? Yeah, every hour there's a train which stops there. Stolberg, and going the other way. Hang on, Stolberg as well? Does it do some sort of loop maybe? Oh, we're at 140, let's cut the power. Yeah, it seems both ways go to Stolberg. So unless it does some sort of loop maybe. I'm intrigued now. Why do both of them go to Stolberg? Yeah, Eilendorf platform 1, Stolberg, Ratius. I one to Dusseldorf there as well. But then this way is also to Stolberg as well. And maybe it's, unless it's maybe another place called Stolberg. Maybe it's the yeah, maybe there's some sort of loop potentially. See, Eilendorf's just through this tunnel. And you usually have the hot air balloons up on the left side. Or usually do. Are they not there today? Where are the hot air balloons? Oh, there they are, over there. Eilendorf. of its actual trains now stopping here. Still waiting for, oh, it's like an abandoned platform. Still waiting for Hauptstrecke Rhein-Ruhr Essen-Kreisel to get like a new timetable, to finally get trains stopping at that stop. That'll be another good route to see a new timetable. And then, yeah, not too much further along, you got the other Aachen station, and then from there it's into, well, Aachen Hauptbahnhof. Then we then take this into one of the sidings just beyond the station. Warning for a 120, so we'll acknowledge. And you got the other little Aachen station coming up with its island platform. What we got in there? Yeah, alright, there we go, yeah. Is that 111? Yeah, you got the 111 in there. .425s as well. And then we got a warning for a 100. Which again, I'm pretty certain in Germany you don't have to acknowledge signals with speed limits over 100. I'd just do it anyway. Might as well just acknowledge everything. So this one should, well, we should get a 1000 Hertz magnet for this ideally. There you go, we've got the 1000 Hertz, so down to 70. There's a Talent 2. One of those sort of easy default trains to drive. Sort of the German default electrical multiple unit, the Talent 2. Now waiting for a 40. Comes down quite a bit. Cool, that was a nice journey. Thanks everybody for coming in for that. Yeah, as we come into Aachen, which looks quite busy. So you've got a fair amount of traffic in there. And with our lovely green FlixTrain among the sea of red. All of the DB stuff. Lots of 187s about as well. Although the 187 is the DLC for this route. Triple one in there. Looks like it's got the M-Wagon style coaches as well. Yeah, pretty busy. Really, really nice. Right, here we are. This is Aachen. So stop here, get the people off, and then oh, that one's off. And then continue. Right. Oh, how many meters away? That's one thing I do. Probably 200. Yeah, this should probably do here. I think the ICE3 services stop here, so this should be okay. Literally bang on as well. Right, here we are. This is Aachen. Yeah, that last store is literally just on the platform. Cool. Look at that. Perfect. Just about. Here we are. This is oh, we're 229 meters. Okay, so we probably should have gone maybe to the next marker, but we're in the platform, so cool. Right. Oh yeah, it actually wants us to move forward a bit. Okay, we'll move forward. So we are quite a long train. Come on in, move us forward. Just that little bit. Is there even a stop marker down here? Well, there's one down there, but it wants us to stop here. No, there isn't a stop marker. Here we are, apart from all the way down the end. Right, happy now? There we go, get the doors open. And we're on time as well, which is good. But not a bad run. Obviously, we accidentally put the reverser into neutral. Great. Right, get the door shut again. Quite cool the way the door sort of swing shut. A couple vehicles, so that's all of the coaches. Let's be. Can we get in there? Hang on. Oh, I had it there. There. There you go. Uncouple those. Are we going to get the tails on the back? Well, they're uncoupled, so I assume it's all the coaches. There you go. Right, then into the stabling side, and I suppose we probably should back the tail lights on. We'll just do like the override one, where we can just override the be what signal lights. Quickly come onto here. No, not this one. That one. Yeah, that looks correct, I think. Let's have a look. No, not the window. There we go, got the reds on there. Right, get back in, come on. Door shut. Right, that's all sorted, that's all of them off. We got the shunt signal. So let's go. So we got to run around, well we're not going to run around, we're just going to the sidings, but yeah, you would run around the consist and I suppose then take it back out to Koln. Oh, what's going on? Oh, that's why. That would make sense. Right, come on then. Oh my god, we've done it again. Keep blimmin'. Come on, oi, move. Spamming the PZB override button here. There you go. We might hit that a few times coming up. There's the little yard we got to park it in. Done now? Come on, I didn't press it that many times. Well, we did click it a few times. Well, we'll be quiet in a second. Stop in there. Okay, we did spam it a bit. Right, let's put that to a stop. There we go, that is a FlixTrain run from Koln to Aachen. Hopefully everyone's enjoyed it. That was on the PC again, as part of the PC Koln Aachen timetable. Links can be found all the usual places: Discord, PayPal, merch store, as well as to the lovely UK departure board with the coupon as well for 5% off. Apart from that, see you all and take care. Bye guys.